on tour, I'll be sort of traveling around. If I have an idea, record it as a voice note and then forget about it. Maybe like a year later or something, you know, when it comes to actually like, I need to put a project together, then I'll go into that pile of voice notes and pick some stuff. And man, it might be me humming something discreetly, like on the tube or something, or like it might be me playing something with a band, like in a sound check. Like I've just come up with an idea and then people start jamming and I'm like, yeah, I like this idea, I'm gonna use this. Let me see if yeah, Icy Roads with Matali, here you go. So this is just me just like trap style almost. And then the second section, I don't know, everything changes in the second section, right? It goes into some like sort of funk, I don't know. The bass player on the record, Matali Chashi, wrote like on the record I'm just playing like so the two parts kind of mesh together, you know? And then I mixed it so they wouldn't clash frequency-wise. In the B sections, just added all this like vocal stuff on the top basically to make it sound more, whatever the word is, like, you know, grand or something. And then after that, put like a bunch of synthesizer things on it, you know, like James Blake sounding sounds. It's cool, man. Bass line, that's like the bass line and the Wurlitzer together, you know? But kind of mix the Wurlitzer so it doesn't clash. So everything that's on the Wurlitzer is live, like in the session. So that's this stuff. And then the piano is the piano in the living room. And then the different like other layers, it's just like synthesizer stuff, you know? Got like, and then there's like a really quiet, like super quiet in the background that you can't really hear, but just goes in. You know, yeah, it's like a clarinet sound or something. Yeah, basically, man, just layer it loads and loads and loads, and then the mixing process will be like taking stuff out and like putting things in the right place so that they don't clash and things like that. You know, letting the drums still be what they need to be in. Synthesizers and the vocals is all laid up. I record that all in here, like I've packed it away now, but I normally have like the vocal mic, you know, and the cupboard open and stuff like that, and then I'll use all the clothes to like, you know, stop the sound. It's not very professional, but it's all right. It works. Ty wrote that bass line by improvising it, kind of thing. It didn't like, I didn't holler at him before and be like, yo, come up with a bass line for the B section. That's like a product of improvisation, which then becomes a composition because it goes into the writing process, you know? And the same with the drums. It's like, you know, everything Quake's doing, I haven't told him to do. Like, I just said, play a trap beat or play a, you know, that's just his version of what that is, you know, and I try and book people that are gonna improvise whatever. So like, even if you give them a thing to play, they're still gonna improvise on it. Otherwise, it's a bit boring, I think. Or it's not really, it won't get the result that I want. Once the thing is done and improvised, then it's like fresh and it's kind of raw, because it's not like everyone playing something that they've practiced for a week or whatever. Yeah, see, this tune on my computer is called Glasgow Jam. It ended up being called Yellow Dandelion, featuring Joe Armon-Jones, but so I must have just like started playing that chord sequence, and then I think everyone else in the band who was sound checking maybe started just playing along. But that chord sequence is what I took from it, you know? And then that turned into but different tempo and different beat, because I didn't want to do like a dancey thing with it. But yeah, so that turned into this. Took that chord sequence from the jam session in Glasgow, which is like descending thing going down to F minor, and in my mind I'm like, that's cool, but I want to add a bass line that can just kind of stay in the same place and doesn't have to follow all those chords, because that's quite, you have like rhythmic motion, something's moving fast rhythmically or whatever, and then you have like harmonic motion, so like the chords are moving fast harmonically, you know, it's going through a lot of keys. It's like almost went too far, that same thing, like the key changes all the way through and the bass follows on almost went too far. But in this tune, I'm gonna get the bass to just stay in F minor, so the bass is just, and I remember saying to bass player, to David Mackpour, who's playing on this track, just play that, just play it. And then you can put things in the middle, you know. But just play that and end up on F every time, and we're gonna go. I don't know why those chords work on top of F, but they do, and it sounds alright. So that's the A section, and then I wanted because it's so stationary in terms of harmony, even though you've got that going on, it actually just stays in F minor, and it always ends in F minor. So I thought I'm write a B section that kind of opens up a bit and goes to a bit more grand, just grand sounding in my head, you know. Using like sus chords from like funk songs, you know, that kind of. Using better that sound basically. Gives you that kind of open, like happy, joyous kind of sound, and then it all goes back into. So yeah, that's the main thing I'm thinking about if I'm writing a tune like that, or any tune really, is normally I want the B section to, if there's going to be a B section, I want it to have a big contrast, so it feels like you're leaving where you are and you can come back. So like starting today is just one chord for the whole A section, it doesn't really change, and then the B section is 2 chords and more like open, sus chord again, like more open sounds kind of thing. And same, it almost went too far, lots of harmonic movement in the A section, less in the B section. So that's like, yeah.